we're going to talk about what trauma, what's so hard to ask for help. If any of us that have been through it, that's the last thing we want to do usually. And we kind of go in that today. But first, kind of need to go through the trauma itself, and it can be caused by a variety of things like accidents even, and abuse, and even natural disasters. And being an Okie, I do know about those a bit, but all those can produce trauma. And the problem we have, or the problem I had for so many years, was to think, well, somebody's had it worse. Then why do I need to ask for help? I'm just looking like I'm weak. And that's the last thing you want to do, is to look weak. And I also didn't want to identify with it. If I identify with it, then it becomes part of me. And that's the last thing I wanted. I did not want it to become part of me. So those are the types of things that can even produce trauma. And so the trauma can lead to a variety of mental and physical health problems. I mean, like once again, we think just depression. I mean, it's just something I have to deal with for my mental problems, and also anxiety is a huge one. It's where it gets into be a problem is when you can't do your daily functions. Um, then you really need to start doing something about it. And also, your brain and your body are connected. As much as Western medicine wants to say, okay, we'll just take care of all these symptoms for the body, not the mental part, but the physical body. Honestly, you have to take care of the mental first so that you can get to the physical part. Because as much as we want it to be, they are not two distinct things. They are intertwined and they work together. There's so many studies out there now that show you that that's so. Now we got to figure out what to do from there. People, like I said before, we really have a hard time asking for help. I know I did. That's the great thing about if you can, and what I'm doing now, if you can have a coach after you've had a traumatic event, if you can have a coach to help you through that, to get you to the next step, help you find a therapist if you need one, help you find the right one for you. That's all very important, but we've never put those things as an important thing. We put it in the physical. We got to get a coach and a trainer for our physical bodies, but we haven't been doing that for our mental body and a mental aspect, and that really needs to change. And there are many ways to get help for trauma, so many. Main thing is just start talking about it with your loved ones, stay in connection with your loved ones. That's very important. If you need a therapist, to get to that therapist as quickly as possible, because the sooner you can take care of the trauma, the easier it is for it to not take hold of your life. And that's the main thing that we're trying to address here, is not letting it take hold. And then it's important, like I said, it's important to seek help as soon as you can right afterwards, and to get the ball rolling on that. And physical, if you need to go take care of some things that are physical, get that done immediately, and then you got to go start back and take care of the mental immediately. If you can do those both at the same time, that would be great. And also treatment, it can be long. Just like if you've had a physical traumatic event, it can be long. Sometimes it's short, sometimes it's longer. It's just considering what the event is and how it affects your body. Same way with your mental health. Exact same way with your mental health. If you can get there and get it treated fast, usually, it's like with cancer, if you can get in there and get it fast, you can get the better treatment for it, the better outcome you will have. And the same thing with our trauma events in our life, which we will have. We're human beings, we will have them. And the sooner you can get it started taking care of, the better. But I just wanted to just touch base with you today. We're going to be going through all this stuff. Now I have set up a guide that lets you look at the most common, 4 signs that trauma can be taking control of your life. And I put a link for you in the description. And if you want to get that, just click on that link. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Hope you have a good rest of the day and a good week.